Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Objective Review Sports and Nutrition. I'm Joe Mauricio. This afternoon, I have one very special treat for you guys. My guest for today is no other than the founder and CEO of this wonderful product called
Johnny
Johnny
Pops.
Pops. Johnny Pops. And his name is no other than Erik Brust.
Yes.
Welcome to our
Yes,
show,
thank
Erik.
you.
All right, what's this Pops all about?
Yeah, so Johnny Pops, I started the company with my 3 college friends. So it's like a fruit and cream bar. So it's just like a smoothie on a stick.
Uh-huh. Is it a green thing? It's
I mean, you could call it green. We focus more on them being delicious than,
Oh, I
green, so
see.
to say. But fruit's the main ingredient in all of them except for our coffee chocolate flavor.
well, can you tell us more about the company, the Johnny Pop company?
Yeah.
Who is Johnny Pop?
Yeah, so my cousin was Jonathan. He and I came up with the company. He actually, unfortunately, passed away a couple months after we thought of the idea.
Sad.
So a couple months later, we went to some college friends, or I did, and pitched them the idea of, hey, what if we make this company and name it after my cousin Jonathan? And sure enough, Johnny Pops was born.
My God, this is a very ambitious product. The design, the flavoring. How did you pick the flavor?
Yeah, so we sort of looked at the market and said on one side there were, fruit and ice and very, icicle tasting things. And on the other side there was cream and high fructose corn syrup and dyes, and it was very artificial. And so we wanted to lean to the natural flavor of the fruit and make something that had fruit as the first ingredient, but then had that premium smooth taste that ice cream has.
I've been around long enough to see what a good product is all about, and the production seems to be very, very GMP, good manufacturing practices.
Yes, it is.
All stainless steel.
It
All is it a 316 stainless or?
It is. It is all of that, and yeah, we don't allow a lot of 304 in there. So.
Oh, 304,
No.
309s.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So that by itself tells me that the product is good and wholesome.
Yeah, I mean, food safety is the most important thing in any food company, and a lot of ice cream companies, not so much around town, but nationally, have had a lot of problems with that in the last couple of years. And for us, that's the number one priority every day, is that we're making a super safe, delicious product that people can enjoy.
One common bacterial problem is listeria.
Uh huh.
And do you have any? It happened to you?
No, we have no history of listeria, and we test super rigorously for actually listeria, E. coli, and salmonella are the big 3 that we test.
The big
for.
3.
Yeah.
So how do you prevent this? Is the production site has some chlorine stepping thing?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, a GMP, a food safety program, is a super thick manual with a whole bunch of rules and procedures in it, right? It starts, with good employee training. Is the beginning of
Personal
what's most
hygiene
important.
is a must. All
Personal
employees
hygiene
got
is
to
a
be you got to have the
Full smocks,
full
hairnets,
smock,
gloves,
hairnet, gloves,
everything,
everything.
shoes, everything is only
mask,
for production. Yep, everything.
the batching system. Is it uniform batching system that you do? How is one batch differ from the other batch?
Yeah, so I mean the recipe's the same, right? But like every single, I don't want to get too far in the weeds here for food safety, but like every single pop has a time printed on it for exactly when it was made. And so we can know, which box of strawberries, for instance, was used to make that specific pop.
And you have shelf lives for all this.
Yep, and everything's shelf life, and we've done lab tests on it, and you name it. So.
You are very hey, you know your stuff. What's your background?
So, entrepreneurship is sort of in my blood. My both sides of the family have just always had a itch to start a business. But from school, I graduated with econ and statistics.
Oh my
And-
goodness.
Yeah. So as a statistics person, I did a lot of studies in actually like a couple medical studies. So I have a little bit of background in our production feels more like a clean room than a food production plant. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's a good GMP practice.
Yep.
And well, to come about with all this flavor, with a background in economics, I mean, to pick one flavors is really.
Yeah, we prototyped hundreds of them, right? These are just some of them. We have strawberry here, we have raspberry blueberry, we have a banana cinnamon, and then a coffee chocolate. And then we also have a mango and coconut pineapple flavor, which are really tasty as well.
Oh man,
Yeah.
what makes your product stand out among the rest?
Yeah, so, we only have one bar that's not fruit as the main ingredient. So I'll just say that the fruit bars, what makes them stand out is that we use the highest quality fruit, basically, that we can find. So, in fruit being the number one ingredient, the ripeness of the fruit and the quality of the fruit dictate our taste more than anything. So because of that, I'd say our product is better just because we're buying great fruit and we're using high quality ingredients.
How about your raw materials? You purchased, well, Minnesota is known to produce a lot of good milk,
Yes.
Holstein milk, Holstein cow milk.
Yep, so
right?
we buy, all Minneapolis, or within 100 miles of Minneapolis milk, so right in the dairyland there.
Yeah, you're right smack in the middle. But how'd you come up with all the flavors, though? That's amazing. You're economic majors,
Yeah.
but to pick a product, to pick a flavor.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't all me, right? The first ones we launched were strawberry and raspberry, and we would go to the farmers markets and basically test them out. And then people would say, hey, you should make mango flavor, you should make a pineapple flavor. And sort of based on what consumers told us, we just, kept coming up with new flavors.
Well, how big is the company now?
So we're about 30 employees in the summer. We're a lot bigger in the summer than we are in the winter. But you can find us all across the Midwest is sort of our main area. So any of the local grocery stores out here, Jewel, Mariano's, Caputo's, we sell them out in. So.
Oh my God! What's your newest flavor? Do you have any?
Yeah, so the banana cinnamon, actually, this one right here, just came out this year. So it's very unique. It tastes a lot like banana bread, and a lot of people wouldn't think, it would be such a good flavor, but it has become our third bestseller actually since we've launched it.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a great flavor.
Okay.
Highly recommend it.
What is Johnny Pop's plan for the future? What do you see in your crystal ball as a CEO?
Well, obviously the more time that goes on, I feel like it gets foggier, the crystal ball does. But, we're going to continue to grow the company. We care a lot about, so in naming it after my cousin, we donate to the Hazel and Betty Ford Foundation, which helps people with addiction. So we care a lot about that. And then we actually started printing good deeds on all of our sticks. So we have this school program that is hitting Chicago next year. About 1 million kids in Minnesota ate it this past year, but we have a smaller bar that is served on menus then to kids at school. So we care a ton about kids having healthy treats for them, and then them being able to pay forward these random acts of kindness. So as you look at the future of the company, I would say the biggest motivators for us are how can we continue to inspire this pay it forward message among kids, and then continue to deliver delicious tasting product to all of our fans.
Oh my God! Are you expanding outside Minneapolis?
Yep. So I would say we're in about 15 states right now. So
15 states.
yeah.
Wow.
But it's still mostly concentrated in Minnesota.
Oh my goodness! So, who designed all this? The packaging is really very attractive packaging.
Yeah, we had a design shop in Minneapolis called Design Replace, that we worked with very closely. This is our second round of packaging. So, yeah, we work really hard at this company. It's a labor of love, right?
Yes, yeah.
The founders and myself, we spend countless hours working on this. So.
What's the volume now? How many sticks do you make?
Yep, so we're making about 45,000 pops a day.
A day.
So.
And one thing about these perishables, ice cream is perishable, and to transport that thing to all different states.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You know, refrigerated trucks or
Yep. Well, we always make a joke that in Minnesota we don't even have to pay for the refrigeration. We just
Yeah,
open
it's
up
too
the
cold.
doors.
But what else? I'm so excited about this thing. I like to try to dig us after
Yeah,
the,
go ahead,
the
please.
interview. But
Yeah, I mean, as we continue to expand, I'm sure that there's going to be new products. There's going to be new flavors. If anyone's ever in Minnesota, we do factory tours all summer long, so it's pretty fun. We show people sort of
Yeah.
how we make them.
Your batching system. How big is
So
your
each
batch?
batch is, well, depends. When we mix them, we mix up about 800 at a time.
800.
So that's one, when we blend up the fruit and we mix in the cream and stuff, it's about 800. But then, I mean, they're all hand loaded and there's a lot of, they're individually touched. But, we have a great big mixer that fits about 800.
Well, your new flavors. You have some tropical flavors that you into the mangoes.
Yeah, the mango is great.
Where do you get your mangoes?
Changes depending on the season. Right now, they're coming out of Costa Rica, I think.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see, it depends on the time of year basically, because we buy that super high quality fruit. So we have to look at, where the good mangoes are.
And
think
looking
kind of
looking at the
from Colombia.
flavors, strawberry is very seasonal. All this well, what else is
This is
here?
raspberry one here.
Raspberry.
Yeah,
All
that's pretty seasonal.
seasonal flavors.
Yep.
What do you do? You
Yeah, I
sit
mean, it's a
frozen
yeah, you freeze some if you have to.
or in concentrates.
Nope, we don't concentrate anything. So we start with, the whole fruit is what we start with. But, if we have to, we freeze it for off season or we buy it frozen. But it is just sort of that balance of, fortunately, we're still small enough that, we're not big enough that we're buying any quantity, any significant quantity of the strawberry market, for instance. So we're able to just find little pockets of good strawberries that we can keep buying, for instance.
Oh, I can attest to you guys that this is the best, cleanest GMP oriented products. Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. No 309s, no 316.
No,
Well,
they're
all
316s.
316s, yeah. Again, hey, purchase this thing at Jewel or Mariano's.
Then look
And
for the mango and the coconut pineapple
for
flavors.
Filipinos, in Asians, look for mangoes
Yeah.
and pineapple.
Yeah.
Again, hey, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you purchase this thing at your favorite groceries. Thank you very much. Ako
Thank
po si
you.
Joe Mauricio, and Eric, thank you so much
Have a
for
good
gracing our show.